This lesson is how to convert mixed unit numbers and solve multi-step word problems. It's the same idea as yesterday, but we're doing more with mixed numbers. Last time we looked at a problem like this, such as 11 feet is the same as how many yards. Go ahead and solve that and make sure that your solution is written as a fraction. When I solved this problem, I started with my givens. I know that 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. So then I broke it down a little bit that 1 foot is the same as 1/3 of a yard. And then I used the same setup as yesterday. 11 feet is the same as 11 times 1 foot, which is the same as 11 times 1/3 of a yard. When I multiply straight across, I have a numerator of 11 and a denominator of 3, which I then simplify to 3 2/3 of a yard, which is my solution. Following that same format, but flipping it so that we are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, try solving this problem on your own. 4 1/3 yards is the same as how many feet? If you have anything left over, make sure you write it as a fraction. But since you're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, consider, are you going to have a fraction left over, or are you going to end in a whole number? Before I start to solve this problem, I'm writing my given, which that I know 1 yard is the same as 3 feet. And if I draw a picture, just a quick visualization, we have 1 yard, and it's split into 3 feet. So if we have 4 1/3 yards, we have a tape diagram here with 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, and 1/3 of a yard in this last section. So I know that this section here goes inside each piece. At least each of the larger pieces. So I can look at that and say that I'm going to have 4 1/3 times 3, and then I'll change that into an improper fraction. So I have 13/3 times 3, and remember it's the same as 3 over 1. And then I can simplify, because 3 goes into 3 one time, to see that I have 13 feet being the same as 4 1/3 of a yard. If you were to solve this using the other method that we looked at yesterday, it would look like this, where we have 4 1/3, which I converted into an improper fraction, multiplied by 1 yard, and then I turn the 1 yard into 3 feet, simplify the 3's, so then I have 13 times 1 foot, which gives you 13 feet in another method. Solve this problem on your own. A container may hold 4½ pints of water. How many cups of water can 2 containers hold? First thing you need to think of, how many cups are in 1 pint? Solve this on your own. When I solve this, I start with 1 pint is the same as 2 cups. And then I go back to the method from yesterday. 4½ pints is the same as 9 halves, remember improper fraction, times 1 pint. 9 halves times 2 cups, and then I simplify the 2's, so I have 9 times 1 cups, which is the same as 9 cups.